Mikel Arteta has been given the green light for the transfer of the electrifying £55 million striker. An Arsenal target compared to Luis Suarez has made a crucial decision that could impact his move to London. And to top it off, a recent report confirms that Arsenal has made contact with Real Madrid to sign a spectacular world-class player. Stay with me until the end of the video to understand everything happening behind the scenes at the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. Recent reports confirm that Arsenal has completed a deal with Italian defender Riccardo Calafiori. Mikel Arteta plans to use Calafiori as an inverted fullback next season, pairing him with Jurrien Timber as he regains full fitness. With this signing, Edu is close to fulfilling one of Arteta's 3 requests for this summer. Besides a left-footed defender, Arteta wanted the addition of a new central midfielder, preferably a number 6, and a new forward. At the beginning of the transfer window, it seemed that the offensive reinforcement would be Benjamin Sesko, a typical number 9. However, after failing to secure a deal for Sesko, it now seems more likely that Arsenal will seek a winger, someone who can start on the left and compete with Bukayo Saka on the right. Mikel Arteta has decided he wants Spain's star Nico Williams at Arsenal. At 21 years old, Williams shone at Euro 2024 and is set to face William Saliba in the semi-final this Tuesday. Williams has been so impressive in his wing performances that some consider him even superior to Saka, showcasing incredibly promising talent in Germany. The Spanish player, described as electric, is valued at around £50 million this summer, a fairly reasonable price for a talent of his caliber. However, Williams' salary could be a major concern for Arsenal, as he would immediately become one of Arteta's highest-paid players if his current salary were maintained in London. Despite this, a club with Arsenal's ambitions shouldn't be deterred by this aspect of the deal, considering that Williams could significantly propel Arteta's project towards success. It's no exaggeration to say that Williams is as exciting as Saka and Gabriel Martinelli at the moment, being a rare player at this level. Arsenal would do well to beat Barcelona to his signing, as the Catalan club is also very interested. Nevertheless, this shouldn't discourage the club, which needs to demonstrate the same market energy as Manchester City. So guys, I have to admit that this news doesn't excite me much. It's great to see Arteta eyeing Euro 2024 stars and all, but I'm a bit concerned about Arteta's insistence on Williams, especially after he made it clear that he's not interested in coming to Arsenal. The price tag is around £50 million, and the high salary is also a delicate point. As a club, I think we need to focus on signings who really want to wear our shirt and embrace Arteta's project. Sure, Williams is a rare talent, but if he's not fully committed, is it worth it? Let's see how this unfolds, but I hope Arsenal has a plan B ready, without getting stuck in a negotiation that may not work out. Zubimendi makes his decision. Last week, Charles Watts mentioned that Arsenal was still keeping an eye on Martin Zubimendi, and we briefly explored how he could be a formidable partner for Declan Rice. As discussed, Zubimendi's excellent abilities in recovering the ball, his knack for dispossessing opponents, and his skill in intercepting plays would free up Rice from his defensive responsibilities, allowing him to operate as a complete midfielder capable of controlling the midfield and influencing both defensively and offensively. Activating the Spaniard's £51 million release clause might not pose a challenge, but persuading him to depart from Real Sociedad and La Liga to join Arsenal could be the real hurdle. Zubimendi seems resolute in his commitment to stay with his current club. I know where I'll be playing next season, I'll be at Real Sociedad. My loyalty lies here. I have a contract with the club, and this is where I feel most at home, Zubimendi affirmed in an interview with El Diario Vasco. These statements likely shield Arsenal from any transfer controversies. Previously, despite Arsenal's interest last year, Zubimendi opted against joining them. Should Arsenal pursue him again this summer, it seems probable he would decline once more. Consequently, Arsenal can now redirect their attention towards alternative targets, such as Amadou Onana and João Neves, who could potentially ascend higher on Arsenal's list of priorities. Federico Chiesa wants to come to London. At 26 years old, Chiesa has dedicated his entire career to Italy, transitioning from his childhood club Fiorentina to Juventus in 2022. Now, with only 1 year remaining on his contract at Juventus and purportedly showing no inclination to extend it, Chiesa appears destined for a new chapter elsewhere. Following speculation linking him with moves to Arsenal and other Premier League clubs, Tutto Juve now asserts that Chiesa is determined to depart Italy. Previously likened to Luis Suarez, who famously almost joined Arsenal himself, Chiesa reportedly favors a move abroad, an uncommon choice among Italian players. During the Euros, only 3 out of Italy's 26-man squad were based outside Serie A, including Arsenal's Jorginho. As part of his considerations, Chiesa is reportedly mindful that no other club in Italy can match the substantial wages he currently earns at Juventus. Chiesa is understood to command approximately £150,000 per week at Juventus, a figure Arsenal could potentially match should they express significant interest. Arsenal have made contact to sign world-class Real Madrid player. TBR Football has learned that Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City have all reached out to Real Madrid regarding goalkeeper André Lunin this summer. Lunin impressed during the previous season with Madrid, stepping in for the injured Thibaut Courtois and ultimately securing the starting position ahead of Loni Kepa. At 25 years old, Lunin has only 1 year remaining on his existing contract, and Real Madrid had been negotiating an extension with him since the conclusion of the season. Real Madrid had been confident that André Lunin would agree to a contract extension, but now there's genuine worry that he may seek a move elsewhere. Should Lunin opt against signing a new deal, Real Madrid acknowledged the necessity of selling him rather than losing him on a free transfer next summer. According to TBR, Lunin is evaluating his options, with a potential move to England being one of them, given the interest from several clubs looking to strengthen their goalkeeping ranks. If Lunin decides against signing an extension, Real Madrid understand the imperative to sell him rather than risk losing him on a free transfer next summer. This shift in stance reflects the uncertainty surrounding Lunin's future at the club. Arsenal willing to sell Trio this summer. Arsenal was among the Premier League clubs that avoided the risk of penalties from the player salary regulations, PSR, last month. Bringing in Calafiori could potentially ignite a spark within Arteta's team, especially considering Arsenal still possesses players who could command substantial transfer fees. Despite this potential, Edu Gaspar has encountered a sluggish start to the transfer window. Neither of Arsenal's Premier League title rivals has significantly revealed their intentions in the market as of yet. According to Dharmesh Sheth, Arsenal are open to the idea of parting ways with Albert Sambi Lokanga, Rice Nelson, and Edin Nketiah. Discussions have commenced, and they are ongoing. It's possible we'll see Albert Sambi Lokanga moving from Arsenal to Sevilla, Sheth informed Give Me Sport. There are other players who have previously been discussed and don't appear to have a future at Arsenal. If the right price and offer come along, Arsenal will entertain the idea of selling. Edin Nketiah seems destined to leave Arsenal in this transfer window. Rice Nelson has requested to be kept informed of all offers as he assesses his options. Nketiah's prospects are dwindling, despite interest from several clubs eager to sign him. However, there's a reported hurdle: Arsenal's alleged £50 million asking price for him this summer. Meanwhile, Nelson and Lokanga find themselves in similar situations, lacking opportunities in Arsenal's starting lineup. Sevilla has shown interest in Lokanga, with Arsenal possibly considering an offer around £13 million for the midfielder. Nelson, on the other hand, has been valued by Arsenal at approximately £30 million. If Arsenal were to secure around £90 million from the sales of these 3 players this summer, it would represent significant business for Edu Gaspar and the club. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.